Tonight at Klein's Garage, we're going to be installing an NRG quick release steering wheel with horn. These can be kind of tricky to install for the horn with the wiring because they do not come with all the required components to complete the installation. So this is your short hub, right? And on the back of the short hub, it's going to be kind of difficult to see here. On the inside, there's a brass ring right in the rear over here that makes connection through the hub, through these brass pieces right here, and in turn, once you put the steering wheel on, you'll see there's two brass connectors, terminals inside here that will make contact and allow the ground signal to flow through and back to the horn relay. So what I did was I took a stainless steel hose clamp that I had laying around, and I basically just cut it and contoured it so it would make full connection to the back of the brass. So it's kind of difficult to see here, sorry. And basically I use stainless steel simply because it does not corrode, and you'll have good continuity through the circuit when the horn's pushed all the time. So by looking at in the manual here, you'll see here's your supply, your battery goes through fuse number 52, which is 20 amp. Then that goes through a white wire with a green stripe, which feeds a coil on your relay. So the other side of the coil, this is constant power going through it, so there's no switches. So on the other side of the relay, you have a blue wire with a green stripe. The cable reel, that's basically the swivel, your factory swivel for your steering wheel, so to make connection through when the steering wheel is turning, and then your horn switch. So we eliminated the factory horn switch, eliminated the cable reel, which is gone. So we're basically taking the NRG switch and putting it in place. So you need to run the wiring coming off of your brass ring in the rear to the blue with green wire connector that's underneath the dash. Right, it's right next to the fuse panel in the relay. So it's kind of difficult to see here, but this connector is located. It's located right here. It's right here. So you have your fuse panel. Across from your fuse panel, you have your ABS, and then right here it is. So you pull that connector out, right? And then I really try to never cut factory wiring. So what I generally do is strip the wire back a little bit, and then I'll put the other wire through, solder it, and then electrical tape it. Or sometimes I'll actually pull this connector out of the of this connector and put a piece of shrink tubing over it. So just for sake of the video, I haven't done that part of it yet, but I'll solder that and then electrical tape it. So once the steering wheel is installed, the copper pieces will line up. And you'll have continuity. When this button's pushed, you'll have continuity through to here. And then that will close, that will supply ground to the other side of the coil in the relay and allow I'll show it here in the manual. So once the switch closes, so there's a ground symbol here. So the switch will close and send ground signal through to the other side of the coil. So once this has current flowing from the battery through here, creates an electromagnetic field. Then you can see the dotted line across it. It'll pull this contact here for the horn relay closed. So what it'll do is send power from the battery directly through these contacts and onto your horn. What that does is that allows you to use power directly from the battery versus going through the sending high current through the switch. So it allows you to run a higher current device without running it actually through this cable reel and through the switch. So that's a basic setup on how to do the wiring on an NRG steering wheel. The mechanical installation is very, very simple. Just take it apart. It's pretty much self-explanatory on how to put it together. All right? As always, have fun, stay safe.